Okay, when did, so let's start with that. Like, when did you start your program with ENSELE? How many months ago?
So when did I call you? Is my nervous breakdown? It was like
I think
November,
it
I
was
think.
either November, December. I think maybe it was
Yeah,
December. Does that sound about right?
yeah, something
November,
like
December timeframe?
November, December.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might have been December. Um, yeah, that's when I started, and then sorry, what was the second part of your question?
No, just like that was good. Yeah, you started back and around that time frame, and just for the record, like tell like what you were experiencing. You were also and you were on medications, right?
Right, right. Yeah, no, so I remember calling you. So I was my story is a little crazy, but I was on Adderall for a little while now, because I went to a pharmacy school, and it was pretty much, had no, it was just a tough time for me in terms of just trying to get work done, because it was really hard for me to stay focused on something, where, I couldn't really focus on. And so people, when I was in school, said, you should take this. And then, I just did what every normal college kid did. I was like, oh, I'm doing well now. So I just took it for exams. And then I saw a doctor, they prescribed it to me. And then I was just taking it, didn't think it was anything. And then all of a sudden, I realized all my creativity was gone after like 3 4 years of taking it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I'm so laser focused all the time. I can't, I can't really think outside the box anymore. And I should have known better, but I just stopped taking it. And I knew the withdrawals, but I remember getting cocky. I was like, I'm gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. And then I just had the worst, like, no motivation anymore. I was just shaking all the time. I had these horrible withdrawal symptoms and just seriously depressed. And I just remember, and I really had ADHD. Like, I really couldn't focus on a single task for more than like a few minutes. It was actually very scary, where I couldn't even like read or look at my phone. I was just get sidetracked. And that's why I remember I called you, because I didn't know what else to do. And I was just like, everybody, I went to see a few psychiatrists, and they all were trying to put me on different medications. And then I saw one psychiatrist who put me on one medication that just made it worse. And I was like, okay, there has to be another way, because
Yeah.
everyone's just trying to put me on drugs. And I
Yeah.
really don't feel like I can. And that's when I remember I called you. And
Mhm.
I was like, I'm really, I got lost for hope right now. I've lost all my creativity, my motivation to do anything. I can't pay attention to anything. And then I remember you saying, I was just afraid. And then I just remember you saying, it's going to be okay. Just give me a month, and then we can see where we're going. And then, sorry if I'm going. Do you
No,
want
you're good. You're good. This is
to?
wonderful.
Okay. So then I just remember, I was like, okay, so I'm going to be doing this for the first month. So the first few weeks, it was just, I did it once a day, every night. And then it was like, I remember in the third week, it really started to shift, where I just saw naturally I was able to focus on things. Naturally, I was able to sleep better. Naturally, I was able to, not, and just be focused on things, and not having my shakes started to go away. It was incredible. And that's when I really knew, oh my gosh, this is like incredible. This is actually like really working naturally. Like, I felt it in my brain.
Hmm.
So and then so I went from taking 30 milligrams every day, to now I just take it 5 milligrams once a week. And 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 now when I take the 5 milligrams, honestly, it's not even, I don't even, it feels like really stimulated. I feel really, the only reason why I do it is because sometimes I still get the shakes. So I'm just letting my body just get fully adjusted, but I'm almost
Yeah.
there where I
Yeah.
completely, but from 30 a day to 5 a week has just been unbelievable. And that's only
Amazing. I'm
doing.
so proud of you. Yay. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. And you have been a very good student or patient or whatever. I mean, I know you wanted it, and we lay out what you need to do, and you followed it. And I always tell people, you follow the protocol, you will get to your goal. And you've done an amazing job of committing to the protocol and doing the work. So you've done the work, your brain has done the work. And what's also awesome is, this was all during like times of COVID. So us being able to literally mail you the equipment, the brain equipment is pretty user friendly, right? I mean, it's not
Right.
super hard to figure out. And,
No.
we can do assessments, and then I literally see your brain when you're on. I'm like, either I'm on my phone or my computer. I say, okay, Ahmed's running a session, and I can just watch it, and, do it as needed. So yeah, so now you're at 5 milligrams, just one a week, right?
Once a week. Right. Once a week.
Okay. And what's your plan? What is there a, what do you feel your goal would be to like then, to get it to where you're completely off?
Yeah, I mean, right now I feel like my creativity is coming back, and that's the other thing. You set me up with a creativity program also,
Yeah.
which is really did help. It really, because I'm also a musician. For those
Yes.
who aren't listening, so then I've started getting all these random melodies that came back to my head, all these different ideas. I was able to think so outside of the box, where I lost
Yeah.
that Adderall from so long for just being so focused on one thing. I lost it, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it gone forever? And I promised after I do that with you, that program, it really did come back. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like unbelievable. And I remember, and now what's also really crazy is that I don't need to do it as much. Like if I just do it once a week or, twice a week, I still feel like it's still, I don't do it as much, but I still feel the benefits. I still feel like I'm able to focus. I still have that creativity coming. So it made me learn more about just brain waves and, learning about brain health. And it was just,
Yeah.
and that's just, I hope that I can be an advocate to people by saying you don't need, drugs aren't your only option. If you're looking
Right.
for a holistic way, there are certainly ways. And we're not taught this stuff. And I'm a pharmacist, and I'm not even, we
Right.
weren't even taught this stuff.
Right. Right.
So it's
I'm
just so many different ways.
Yes,
And
it's true. It's out there for people who there's more options than surgeries and medication, it's almost mind baffling sometimes. I think people think, oh, if it's holistic or it's natural, it's not going to be as powerful, and actually it's
right,
more powerful. It's actually more effective and much more of a permanent approach, obviously, because you're
right,
not getting any side effects, and the brain is making a permanent change. Your brain made a permanent change,
right,
and will continue to support you and your brain as long as you need. And I'm glad that insurance is picking things up now, and so you can feel comfortable to slowly keep your brain and the thing about the brain too is, as it's in control of everything. So all of your motivation, every decision, you know, every thought, everything that you want for creativity. I mean, the brain doesn't discriminate. Even the things that you don't know, maybe your left kidney wasn't working as well as your right kidney. I mean, your brain is still optimizing your whole being. So
right.
I'm just again, I just so proud of you. You stuck through it, and you are just at that. You're at the finish line, and so I'm just grateful for you to be able to tell everyone your story. And you're right. Like one person watching this, you'll change their life.
Yeah, no, there's so many different ways, and this is the best way that I've found. And you've been amazing too. I'm honestly being that like just been very supportive, and I was just afraid. I didn't know what I was getting into, and you walked me through it, and I didn't think I'd be here right now. I really thought I'd be still on, everybody was telling me I needed to be on some type of drug, and
Okay.
now I feel amazing, and it's just I really, really appreciate it. And I owe you guys so much. So I really do. I'm happy to do
Well,
this time.
yeah, just you telling your story and letting people know that there are other options out there for them that are very powerful and wonderful. Thank you
Sure.
so much.
Yep. I'm getting everything. No, I feel great.
Okay.
Honestly, there really hasn't been like I said, I feel like I need to like I'm slowly starting to maybe not feel something. I'll just do it once a week, and I feel it again. It's like it comes back. So it's a very not a high maintenance thing issue either. So I will
Super.
definitely let you.
Yes. And okay, is New York warming up and is it getting back to normal?
It's just starting to literally like the last week and today. It's like or like
Amazing.
last few days. This week has been just been starting to get
You
nice.
like
So
my office?
I know it looks beautiful. We're starting.
Well, if you ever get out to California, and when I do come back to New York, we'll have to meet up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Get a coffee. I'd love to meet you in person. So
Absolutely.
I'll
Yeah,
do
for
the
sure. Awesome. Yeah, I bet your family and friends are so proud of you too.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Oh, my parents, yeah, it was tough for me to tell them because, they don't really know what a lot of that stuff. And then they think I'm just
Right.
kind of like this, pinnacle of a kid being a doctor, all this stuff. It's hard for them to know demons behind it. But I had to tell them because it was
Yeah,
affecting, they could just see it. And then I told them I was doing this and they're so proud of me as well. So it's good that I have their support and just
absolutely.
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for you, and I'm thankful for my friend who found you. I didn't even find you guys. Can't even take credit for that. It was my friend who I was at a low point, and he was just doing Googling on
Well,
just
thank him for us
ways.
as well. Okay.
Yeah. No, I will.
All right.
It's been amazing.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing all of that and giving me an update. And we'll just continue to go forward. And thank you.
So, thank you. Enjoy your office day.
Absolutely. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.